Cool. What's up, y'all? This is your boy Joy Boy here, and I am bringing you. Oh, it's on. It's on. I thought the mic was off. Okay, so back again. I know I had a little rant earlier about Mickey Loomis and saying he's not a good GM and said he doesn't have an image or he doesn't have a vision for the team. And most of it, I believe. Other parts, I was just talking. Uh, but this is not an apology, so that's not happening. Staying 10 toes on business like he do. I'm trying to be like you, Mickey. You my idol. So, furthermore, if I was Mickey Loomis, if I was Mickey Loomis, what would I do with Marshon Lattimore? Now, there's a lot of people say like, "Oh, he's not going anywhere. He's staying right here. He wants to be in New Orleans." Well, you know what I see, guys? I'm seeing a man that's playing out of his mind to get traded away from the team because he knows the team is not quite heading into a championship mode. This team has been rebuilding, but keeping the players in place just in case. But it's not doing you any good. I see you're trying to protect yourself, but also you're hurting the players as well because there's a trust issue involved in that. Like the coach's vision is not being seen, and then you have the offensive coordinator's vision that's not also being seen that could actually complement the defense. So since now we're in a bad spot, right? You're 2-5, and so we have the option before what November 7th to trade a couple of players. And the first one we're going to talk about is Marshon Lattimore. Now, I was going to do the video about Alvin Kamara and saying who we could trade him by, but that's going to be like a real short, like it's like short and sweet because I don't really see anybody else in the NFL that could work with Alvin Kamara besides two teams. And one team I for sure know that he's saying it's not happening. He already said it because it was Sean Payton and the Broncos, and he says no, that's not happening. So there's another team there, but I'll probably save that for the next video, or I'll just do it in this one. I'm not sure how long we'll have this video anyway, but this video is not going to be long. So there's about, let's see, 4 teams that can trade for Marshon Lattimore. And plain and simple, you have the Jets, you have the Cincinnati Bengals, you have the Pittsburgh Steelers, and you have I'm not sure about the Cleveland Browns because I'm who you want to get from the Cleveland Browns on their offensive side besides the Joku, the tight end. That's gonna be cool and all, but I don't. I think you should draft a tight end this year instead of put one in a trade package, say you get a pick and you get a player for that. I suggest this one though. If you're going to trade to get a player plus a pick, and that pick has to be at least like just to get the player, the pick has to be at least a second round to third round pick for Marshon Lattimore. But the player that the Saints probably could get, if possible, would be Justin Fields. This guy. Yeah, the black and gold Ninja Turtle. Shoot, we right there, buddy. I was called Ninja Turtle when I was in high school too. Now I'm fat now. I ain't like how I was. But we obviously see that Michael Tomlin is trying to figure out which quarterback gives him the best chance to win. We saw the offense execute for the Pittsburgh Steelers executed pretty well underneath Russell Wilson. So in this case, this is a chance for the New Orleans Saints to act fast to get Justin Fields. Now I know it's like, it's like playing a poker game. You gotta see if someone's bluffing or not. I think Justin Fields is well in this offense, works well in this Steelers offense. But what Tomlin wants is a passing quarterback because he already has the running back and the wide receivers. He needs somebody to distribute the ball to them. Justin Fields is a guy that's like Josh Allen, not much of a distributor, but if he sees it, he's throwing. If he don't see it, he's running, and that's going to give you yardage. And what you need in this Saints on this Saints team is a quarterback like Justin Fields. The only reason why I say that is because he's going to keep the defenses of the opposite on the opposing team on the field. The more yardage you get, well, the first down, more first downs, pretty much. It's not about how many touchdowns he's going to score in the game. We're not looking for somebody who's like Drew Brees. I know Mickey Loomis is trying to find that Drew Brees kind of clone within Jay Kaner and Spencer Rattler because those are the kind of body types. And we're going to get to Spencer Rattler because I think we should actually trade him to a team. The reason why is because if you can trade for Justin Fields and if you can trade back into the first round, double dip, chances are you could take Jalen Milroe to behind Justin Fields to learn with Kubiak. I'm not saying that these guys are going to work perfectly in the offense, but from the way how the offense wants to be run, they need a running quarterback. That's just why Taysom Hill is so volatile in this offense more than Alvin Kamara. Alvin, ooh, 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 y'all will say something now. I will say something about Alvin Kamara. I want to save that. I want to save it. I want to save it, but God dog it, I want to say it right now. Whew. But like I said, for Justin Fields to work in this offense with Clint Kubiak, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but with Kubiak, it will make more sense because what kind of offense he's running is a run first offense. Basically, it complements the defense. A passing offense doesn't complement the defense. All it does is tire out the defense because the more you miss, the more time they're on field, and we all see that they're 2-5. They miss too much. So in that case, for Derek Carr was not the best choice in the Saints offense. Derek Carr would have been the best choice in the Saints offense if you kept Sean Payton. That would have been the plan. But I think Mickey Loomis is thinking like, well, I still got the players in the building. I could keep Pete Carmichael. It's not for nostalgia. It's just because Pete Carmichael has been part of the Sean Payton regime, so he should know Sean Payton's plays and call the plays. But he's not a play caller. He's not. It didn't happen that way. And now you got Kubiak, and you want him to run the Sean Payton offense, and he's like, "Nah, we're not having that. I'm going to have my players in here, the players that I want to call plays for, like Kendre Miller and whoever else." But right now, I know Kendre Miller is one of his guys for Kubiak. Kendre Miller is one of his guys. So the way we can help our offensive coordinator to better his play calling is to get Justin Fields. And in the meantime, if you do get into the draft, you could get Justin Fields and say you're doing trade a first round pick for him. You could go in the first round and you could actually get Jalen Milroe to be the backup for Justin Fields, which is a good vision to have because you got two of the same players in the offense. So if one goes down, the other one comes up. So that is what I'm thinking because you got to look at it. If it's a run first offense, you got running quarterbacks. You got to treat the running quarterbacks just like running backs. You got to have two on your roster. You got to have two. That saves your offense and saves the defense. You got to have two. That's why trading Spencer Rattler would be the best choice for the Saints because if you're not going to run the offense with a passing quarterback, which Spencer Rattler is, I know people say like he's a running quarterback. Well, he's not. He's really a pocket passer, and he knows how to work in chaos. But you see that he's not going to when he even when he gets it, like he's still going to operate the same way in chaos. Like that's just a given. Passers operate that way. They in chaos, they like just get the ball away, just throw it or do something crazy with it, throw interceptions. You've seen it with Derek Carr. You've seen it with Spencer Rattler. So how do you avoid protecting the ball? How do you avoid not protecting the ball? It's getting a running quarterback. This is the best case for the Saints to do with Justin Fields is now on the bench, watching Russell Wilson, like, let me tell y'all something. Mike Tomlin is a genius coach. And if so, I will say Dennis Allen knows what he's doing. And we're just frustrated because we're not seeing the vision. But I'm seeing what can go right for the Saints if they get Justice Fields by trading Marshon Lattimore to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who I think do need a corner to reach that championship, reach the Super Bowl, honestly. And I'm just going to throw another person in, Cam Jordan. Uh, Cam Jordan wants to go to a Super Bowl. He loves New Orleans, but he wants to go to the Super Bowl. So I would suggest for Cam Jordan to be traded as well. And you're trading Cam Jordan for a 6th round pick. You might get a conventional try to see if you can get a conventional 4th round pick if he gets to a Super Bowl roster. Will be a first, 4th round, or 3rd round. I don't know. Make it just a 4th round pick for Cam Jordan. At least you get like a little bit more value than a 6th round pick for him. So if he gets onto a Super Bowl roster, but I'll keep it as a 6th rounder, trading him for a 6th rounder, just for good graces for Cam Jordan, because sending him to the Detroit Lions and the way they are, because they're set up to go to playoffs. That's a playoff team. Also, another playoff team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cincinnati Bengals is another one, but I think they're just going to sneak into the playoffs. They're not going to like outright get there, but I think they're just going to sneak in. And if they are going to sneak in, I would. I can't say it. I can't say it yet because I need to know the circumstance of Alvin Kamara. And yet I know Alvin Kamara is on a 1-year deal. It's not a 1-year deal, but it's a contract year. He's trying to get another contract. So really, can you trade Alvin Kamara? I think you can trade Alvin Kamara if they are a team that's definitely for sure going to go to the playoffs. But I want T. Higgins. So, what is the most valuable trade? Because trading Alvin Kamara for Justin Fields heads up is not a good value at all, because they already have a running back there. They got 2 running backs there. With Cincinnati, they don't have uh Joe Mixon or Le'Veon Bell. So that's why I say Alvin Kamara will fit that offense way better than Zach Moss. Zach Moss is the run. Well, there's your boom and zoom, right then and there. There's your boom and zoom, ladies and gentlemen. Alvin Kamara and Zach Moss, yeah, is it Zach Moss? Is it? I think it's my other boy. Used to play with the Washington Commanders. That running back, boy, strong. That boy strong. That boy strong. Bald head like me, but he's strong. uh, yeah, I'm really suggesting that they really should trade Marshon Lattimore to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and getting. Well, I already said it. Then I already said it. I just realized I was trying not to say let Alvin Kamara get traded to the Cincinnati Bengals for T. Higgins. I wasn't trying to say it, but I think a pair for player swap is going to do good. And honestly, this is going to help Chris Olave. Having a familiar quarterback that he can work with and knowing his timing on his routes instead of relearning quarterbacks like Derek Carr and Spencer Rattler, he's not doing good with that. Like, yeah, he probably could get to 1,000 yards, but it's not good. He needs that chemistry to keep on going, to keep in the NFL. Like, if he had Drew Brees there, yeah, it will make sense. Like, Drew Brees is going to work with him and make him better. But if you get Chris Olave, Justin Fields, now you don't have to worry about chemistry. You have the number 1 quarterback and a number 1 wide receiver on the same team right then and right now. Now you could actually move the ball downfield. And I mean, Kendrick Miller is a running back. So yeah. But I'm not saying y'all going to the playoffs at all. You're not. You're not. You don't want to, because you want to get that first round, the early first round pick, and you want to double dip in the first round. And if it's not Jalen Miro that to back up Justin Fields, and y'all can find somebody that could back up Justin Fields and keep this offense going with a running attack, then you do keep Spencer Rattler. Though I don't like that because it's two different quarterbacks working too differently. It's it's Kubiak training one quarterback to be this way and then training another quarterback to be a whole different way. You're making two offenses. That's too much, too complicated. Make it simple. Get the same quarterback for the exact same reason. For the exact same reason your offense is moving, the run game. That's what you do. Uh yeah. That's that's it. That's 15 minutes. That's it. Nothing. Nothing else to really say about that, but just get Justin Fields. And but you still got options. You still have like heck of options with Marshon Lattimore if you can't get Justin Fields. But you need T. Higgins on this team. You need big wide receivers on this team. Uh Trading for the 30-year-old Jets player Williams. I forgot what his name is, but as long as y'all don't sign MVS or whatever his name is, the guy, no. I don't know him for being a contested catch guy. And you need guys to be contested catch guys. When he was with the Chiefs, he wasn't a contested catch guy. He was a deep threat. But I don't think he was a contested catch guy. I never saw him in the with the Green Bay Packers of being a contested catch guy. So there's no point of having him there. You need hard runners. You already got the offensive line. Once it's healthy, it's going to be good. But to make this offensive line 10 times better, and like you could actually go on a run, but you still want to have that first round pick and you want to double dip in that first round. But you already have the offensive line. You just need the quarterback to run with this offensive line. You already have the running back. You just need a wide receiver, a big wide receiver, probably two big wide receivers, and have Alvin Kamara work in the slot. That way he could use all his route mobility. And then that makes it easier for Justin Fields because his number one target is coming into the slot. Now for Chris Olave, it's about staying healthy. Like, try to avoid the big hit. Don't try to get another concussion. Protect yourself. That is the bigger question for that. And you have a quarterback that probably can't protect them. That's just an idea of what to do with Marshon Lattimore. And I I really don't know about Alvin Kamara. The only place I say that is the best fit from is Cincinnati Bengals, but I need that wide receiver. Like we needed. Well, yeah. If you really think about that, that wide receiver and not Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara. You look at Alvin Kamara's receiving stats. You don't look at his running stats. And for the backfield for the Cincinnati Bengals, do they really have a good pass catcher? And they don't have an Alvin Kamara. And I think he's going to work well in that running game because how Alvin Kamara hits the hole. Let me just put up Alvin Kamara. Marshon, salute that man. But you gotta go. I need some picks. I need some picks, baby boy. oh, oh, wow. Whoa. Where's my cursor? Where is it? Alvin Kamara. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, we could look at the stats of Alvin Kamara, but that's not going to do any justice by him because he's not a running back. He's not a running back. I see him run hard, but Alvin Kamara is not a running back. Oh, he was selected in the third round. Mm, what was T. Higgins selected at? We might have to give Alvin Kamara plus a pick to get T. Higgins. Okay, if we have to give up Alvin Kamara in a pick for T. Higgins, I'll give up a. I'm not giving you a third rounder because Alvin Kamara is a third rounder. I'll give you a fourth round pick. I'll say give a fourth round pick plus Alvin Kamara for T. Higgins. Yeah. And like I said, if you could trade Cam Jordan and that say for not for a six rounder, that's a little bit too, I think a little bit too generous. Maybe a fifth round pick because I think Alvin Kamara's performance of a late is worthy of a fifth round pick because not many fifth round picks are, excelling like that. So